G'day mate, it's Denifia here. Denifia, that is right, with another commentary. My computer seems to be chugging just a little bit. I'm trying to upload a YouTube video. I think I'm rendering another video in the background and trying to record this with fraps, so this might take a few seconds just to sort itself out. Still not sorting itself out. Well, I'm going to continue anyway. There we go. Right. This is just a normal BattleNet game. It's on the ladder. I'm actually in the bronze ladder because I suck. For 2v2s, we've got myself and Zaya. I don't know. As the Terrans, he's light blue, I'm purple. And as you can see, it's me and him versus, I went random of course, versus Zerg, which is Xenocide, and Xanathel. Yeah, that'll do. And if you caught those comments that happened down the bottom there, I was discussing with my little random player friend here what we were both going to do. I had said that I was going to go mech, which I'm trying out. Recently I've tried it with a couple of games and it seems to work out okay. And he was going to go mass marine marauder, so that worked out quite well. And I'm sorry if you can hear the plane going overhead now, but it's distracting me quite thoroughly. The Zerg player has nicely scouted my base. Like a good little Zergie that he is, he can see exactly what I am, because they obviously knew that there was a random player, and now he knows what I am. I'm obviously going to get a very quick gas before my, well, not very quick, but quick enough gas. I'm putting 3 SCVs straight onto there because I know I'm going to need a lot of gas for my upgrades to my mech build, and also my tanks cost a bucket load, and Thors eventually cost 200 gas each, and that's just ridiculous. So yeah, getting a quick gas. You can see my friend here is also getting a gas because he probably wants to get gas just from marauders and tech labs and general marine and infantry upgrades. The Protoss player is getting a cyber core after his first gateway. Also got an assimilator there, but no probes mining from it. He really should get some probes over there if he wants to do any particular upgrades like warp gates. There we go. But if you saw, one of those probes had minerals in its little proby hands, and well, he's just lost those minerals forever. Goodbye minerals. Too bad. The Zergie player is got a spawning pool, has no units, just popped out his queen, and has got 2 spine crawlers. So he obviously is not going to go for Zerglings, otherwise he wouldn't have put these up. So these are his static defenses in case of rushes. And he's got double gas with 3 drones on each, so he's upgrading already to his lair. He might be going for hydras or possibly even for mutas. We will see. I'm getting my factory out and moving my barracks so I can get a reactor on here. Because I'm going mech, I don't really need a tech lab, considering my ally is going to go the infantry-based armies. I only really need a couple more marines for defense and to complement my tanks. Dropping down a tech lab straight away because I've got plenty of gas and I've got my double factory running there. Over here we've got an engineering bay coming up, which is very smart of him, so he can get those +1/+1 upgrades. Dumping down, he's actually queued up. This is something that I do occasionally as well. I queue up my supply depots just because it's easier, but really what you should be doing is pulling 2 SCVs off the line, building both at the same time and running back, because right now he's got 100 minerals tied up in this little ghost shadow of a supply depot, which is no good at all. In this game I've also scanned both players. I'm using pretty much all of my energy to do scans because I want to know exactly what they're doing. And you can see here Zaya said, want to hit the Zerg soon, but he said it to everyone in the game, so they know exactly what's up. They realize that we are going to attack the Zerg, and you can see he's taking measures just in case they're putting down another spine crawler because he knows that we're going to attack him. The Protoss is pulling all their guys into the middle here to that Xel'Naga watchtower, trying to see what's up, possibly trying to make a push, but no, he's just going to sit there, and from that he's got quite a lot of vision. In fact, you can even see to the other Xel'Naga watchtower, but he's possibly thinking we might have said that comment in all chat to throw them off their game and actually attack the other guy, which, come to think of it now, is actually a pretty good tactic. You could plan for it. You could say, hey, I'm going to attack the red guy, and then move into the blue base. Yeah, but whatever. I have just finished my siege mode upgrade. Got a second factory here with a tech lab on it. I'm building Hellions just because I've got extra minerals, and really I should be spending these minerals. I've got 700 and 300 gas. That's ridiculous. I need to build something else. I'm building an engineering bay just because, if I have a look here, my last scan detected this, a spire going up, so I know exactly what's cracking now. He's got the extra defense here, and he's going muter. And in fact, the muter's just popped out there. This could be quite bad, but luckily for me, I did the scan, and yep, I know exactly what's up. Building this so I can now flog up a couple of turrets, and you'll see a whole bunch of these SCVs jump off the line just to build turrets all over the place. And there's one going up there. You can also see here that the blue player can see all these marines from light blue over here, so he knows that we're about to attack, or at least building our forces in there to attack. Going back to the who's this guy? Xanafield, whatever. Setting up a natural expansion. He's actually the first person to expand, so he's doing rather well there. But on the other note, he's only got 2 gateways, which are doing alright. He doesn't actually have his warp gate out, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. And you can see all of our units are massing up right here. What I might do is, because I really enjoy these battles, I might actually slow this down to slower speed and see this battle in slow motion. You can see here that the Protoss player is just seeing this force move in, starts to engage, realizes that he doesn't really have enough forces here, so he's going to let the Marines move in because he knows there's a lot of static defenses here. Although this natural expansion from the Zerg should get cancelled now, and if he doesn't, he'll just waste 300 odd minerals or whatever the Zerg ones cost. I can't remember now. I'm moving my siege tank over here, putting it in siege mode right there, because when these units get up, he will have full control. I didn't realize that the spine crawler actually had range to get to this, and I was macroing up in my base while my poor little siege tank here was dying. But at least it got 2 shots off, yes, and softened up that spine crawler for the rest of these troops to move in. You can also see, I'm missing all the action. The muters, because of this attack, decided to attack me. I moved into my base, started to attack my mineral line. I did have another turret down here, but they destroyed that quite happily. Now it realizes that there's just too many forces in his base, and is going to... I thought he was about to pull back, but apparently not. I'm going to speed this back up. There we go. So now he's moving back into his base to try and clean up the rest of his forces. We'll probably pull all these drones off to try and attack as well. Nope, instead, your Protoss forces moves in, he moves his drones away to keep them out of harm's way, and it looks like this poor little Terran force is going to get annihilated. But Protoss and Zerg, the aliens, have successfully won. You can also see that my ally here is nice and friendly to me, sending a couple of Marines over because he realizes I've got none at the moment, which I should be building more because I've got heaps of minerals, playing very badly. But he's brought them there to kick back some muter harassment. You can see the Protoss is actually moving his way down the map, possibly trying to attack me, considering he knows I went siege tanks, so assumes that I probably don't have too much. You can see I've just done a couple of scans recently. No, I haven't. As they move down the map, they're getting absolute hammering from these siege tanks. A bloody hammering. Yeah. And these muters are coming in to try and clean that up, and I'm trying to get a missile turret up very desperately, but can't. These Marines are trying to get in, and I lower this supply depot so they can get in and try and clean up this muter harass. Luckily, because I saw that he went muters, I had immediately started to get a starport and a reactor on it, so I can pump out these Vikings, which are awesome against air units. Looks like the Protoss is trying to make a push into the light blue base here. We'll possibly take down this expansion if blue doesn't get their troops down here, or light blue doesn't get their troops down here. The Zerg also possibly going to try and push in as well with their little force there. But Protoss realizes there's just too many Marines there with shields, and I believe, no, not with Stim yet, but he does have +1. So he's going to run away there. Although I didn't realize before, the Protoss has +1/+1 as well, so he's doing rather well. Looking at the Zerg, he doesn't have any upgrades, so he might have air upgrades though. What has he got? Nope,